Ho, ho, ho! Welcome aboard the sleigh ride of Suds, the Spit or Swallow Beer Review's Christmas extravaganza. With your trusty guides, Shagdog and Jammer steering you through the snowstorm of brews. No lagers left unturned, no stouts snowed in, no ales untasted in this festive froth fest. So hang up those stockings, pop open a cold one, and let the jingle bells of joyous beer banter ring. It's a Christmas cheer like no other. Stay frosty, folks.
Hey, welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. I'm Jammer. I got some holiday leftovers that I decided to do, and I had an opportunity today to do them, so I hopped on, and here I am. Samuel Adams Holiday White Ale. It's spiced and citrusy, and it's a 5.8 ABV. It gets an 82 by the BA. If I remember, it wasn't too bad. I'm not too impressed with Samuel Adams' holiday stuff, but a couple of them are good. All the holidays, full of friends, family, festive parties, and last-minute gifts and food mishaps. What happens? Whatever happens, the flavor ale whatever happens, this flavorful ale is your thirsty plus one. Soothing things over with orange peel and holiday spices. Yeah, let's see it. Yeah, I got a nice frothy head there. It's orange. Woo, I got some floaties in there. Might have to let that settle down a little bit before I start drinking it. I'm not surprised that there's floaties in it because, like I said, this is a holiday leftover, and the beer is probably going to go bad. So there we go. We'll let that go float down a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Let's just. It'd be really good if I had a thing that vibrated just a little bit to where everything would go down and settle. But anyway, frothy whitehead had about a 3-finger originally, but it's going down pretty quick. Orange and frothy, man, that's just dangerous. I don't know. You got the holiday spices there, definitely. Yeah, holiday spices, almost like a little cinnamon, nutmeg. Let's turn this down. It seems a little loud. It's nutmeg, it's a little citrus, a little pininess, malty. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. All those little floaties in there. It's on the bottom for sure. Man, dangerous. Here we go. Hey, that doesn't taste too bad, actually. I've kept it in the fridge all this time, and been meaning to do it, constantly putting it off. But anyway, not too bad. Man, a lot of floaties, yeast. I'm going to have to take some probiotics to make sure that gets rid of all this bad stuff. Anyway, the flavor's there. It's a little weak. Might be because it's supposed to be in Best Buy May of 2025. But as you know, it's June, right? So here we are. I was going to wait and do a Christmas in July, but I'm glad I didn't because it's getting to the point where it's going to be bad, and I can get rid of it now and still have the beer. And besides that, I do need to be able to go off and make room for more beer in the fridge. The only way to do that is to get rid of the old beer, right? So I cycle it through. New to the back, old in the front, you know. Man, yeah, still got a lot of flavor, held up quite well considering and everything. And I'd say I'd give it a C plus and a swallow. It's not anything, especially after all this time, but that's not Samuel Adams' fault. I mean, it does say May 2025, so they're pretty close to what they're considering. You should have drank it already. Why did you let beer sit that long? And I tend to agree with them, but I do my drinking on camera most of the time, so I like to be able to have a few beers to have for like drinking and thinking and pints and ponderings and you know all these wonderful things that we do. Um, but overall, pretty decent. And they had a Flag Day, first time it's been celebrated in a long time, from what I can remember. I can remember as a kid them celebrating a little bit of it, but not so much, especially the past 15 years, maybe. Um, Man, and all stupid protests. I'm sorry. Hey, I don't blame anybody for coming over here and trying to better their lives and everything. I get it. I know why you're doing it. If you're coming for those reasons, and you're not coming to be, basically trying to invade and infiltrate the country and bring it down by contributing to the drug problem or the pedophile problem or the human trafficking problem or all that kind of stuff. I mean, and here's the thing: you come over here and you illegally come into the country, and then you have kids here in this country. I'm sorry, but if it was me, I would have said your kids are a byproduct of a crime that you committed, and thus have no rights to be a citizen, even if you're born here. From that point, because they're here illegally through you and the person you were with. So, in that regards, I would deport everybody, and that would be the end of it. I I have feelings, and I understand. I got friends and everything, but they went through the legal way. Either they came here legally, they got their green card, and then they worked and got their citizenship and everything like that. They did it the right way. This coming over here and doing all this, and then here's the thing: they say all this wonderful stuff about them, and say, oh, they contribute to society. Yes, but they also are a leech upon society. I mean, let's face it, they drive the wages down for any of those jobs that they would take and that they're getting paid under the table for, or if they turn around and steal people's identities and social security numbers and all that stuff and be able to work, then uh, they're committing those crimes, causing people major issues, and to be able to what the hell, all these different issues and everything because of them being here, it's getting their identity stolen from people being here illegally and stuff. And then are they paying taxes? They're only paying taxes on what they have to pay taxes on when they go to the store. They're not paying taxes. And then you talk about the other crimes and everything. Every day they're here, they're committing a crime. Just what I'm saying. I can completely have compassion for the individuals who are coming here and legitimately trying to change their lives for the better. But when they're criminals and they're coming here, I mean, and compounded that even more so by coming across the country, the border illegally, making them even more of a criminal on top of their already criminal behavior. And then it's not just the people that are in South America and everything; the people from all over the country, the world, actually coming here and through the southern border. We got a lot of people who have snuck over here that are terrorists and everything that have come in here, and they know it, and they're tracking them down, and they're trying to get rid of them and all that stuff. And for people who will say, "Well, that's true," show me the percentages and everything. Well, tell me that it's there with the border wide open like it was for the past 4 freaking years. Tell me how small or how little of a percentage it could possibly be that they did come and that they are terrorists. In my opinion, this was a planned invasion by a lot of the people in the Democratic and Republican parties that allowed it to happen. And those people should be up for treason because they allowed it to happen, didn't live up to the oaths of office and everything. Biden, he should be basically executed because of the fact that he didn't live up to his oath of office, and he allowed all these people in illegally, knowing that there was going to be a lot of criminals, knowing just left it open. A lot of crimes committed. All these people that have been, raped and murdered, and so forth. So in that regards, sorry, I get what you mean. No King's Day and everything, and maybe that would go over in London, but here there are no kings. Trump is just a president. And these protests are been organized by organizations that are funneling, that had money funneled to them, and paying these protesters. I mean, come on. And I would like the news entertainment industry to stop being entertainment and be actual news. Ask the tough questions. Be unbiased and ask the tough questions on both sides of the street, both sides of the divide, and really push, because there is a legitimate way for people to come into this country. And yes, it may be long and arduous and so forth, but there is a way for them to come in, and that's the way it should be done. To be vetted, to have background checks, to see what you can contribute to this country, not take away once you get here. Because if you're a drain on society and all the resources, then why do we want you here? You have to contribute something. Just like I have to go out every day and work, contributing to society, doing things in my neighborhood and in my community, helping people and so forth, and making contributions in some kind of way to society. Um, Illegals, for as much as they supposedly do for society, they really do put a drain on the system and its resources and society in general. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but that's just a fact. And I don't need to live in your, I don't care how you feel about it. That's just your feelings. Nobody cares about your feelings, whether you're butthurt over it. Nobody wants to live your delusions. And you think you're a man, hey, go for it. If you're a woman and you think you're a man, go for it. Live your life as a man. But you know what? Don't go into the men's bathroom because you're a woman. And vice versa. If you're a man, don't go into the women's bathroom. Don't participate in women's sports. Don't do those things. You know, deep down in your soul and body and heart, you were born a man. And as much as you want to be a woman, taking hormones and putting injections and wearing makeup and changing your voice and taking a rib out and putting butt implants and making yourself look more and more like a woman, it doesn't change the fact that you're not a woman. Yeah, you can cut it off and turn it inside out, and the fact is, you're not a woman. That whole thing is a lie, and you're basically lying not only to others, but most importantly to yourself. Face the facts. Maybe in the next life you come around, you be a woman, but in this life you're a man. Embrace it and live it. Don't run from it. Don't be a freaking coward and run from it. Maybe God wanted, maybe we have to go through these different stages, and God has us going through different stages and live in every type of aspect, kind of category of life. One lifetime you're living in like reincarnation to a degree. Maybe there is a sense of reincarnation, and maybe he has us come in and we live as rich people, and then we live as poor people, and then we live as middle class people, and we live as hardworking criminals, and I don't know, hardworking contributing people of society and so forth. Maybe that's what we do, But the whole point is that, and if that's the case, say we are going through a reincarnation to a degree, and we're supposed to live all this and learn from it and everything like that. By you not embracing it and everything, you're not learning from what you're supposed to be learning. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I can tell you this much. It takes a lot of faith to be an atheist, and there's a lot of atheists these days in these colleges and on these college campuses and in schools. And I think that's a direct correlation to the way they, one, were raised and the way they weren't raised. And the teachers having such a impactful influence on them and manipulating them and so forth into believing certain things. You have to have a lot of faith, because guess what? If there isn't a God, hey, you're good to go. No big deal. But if there is a God, then man, you're going to be paying a hefty price. And I think you should just be able to, on the very least bit, is to hedge your bets, man. What the hell? I myself believe in him. I have seen him in the sense of seeing his works and so forth. I've tapped into the higher being on many different occasions in the sense of talking with him and so forth and everything. And let me tell you, if he isn't real, and I'm not saying that, but if he isn't real, then I found a lot of comfort in believing that he's real. A lot of comfort and guidance and strength from believing that he's real. But I will say this: people will talk about the Big Bang and how we came about so perfectly after a Big Bang. Here's the thing about that: I've never known an explosion to produce perfect things to be put in place. And what I mean by that is the solar system and everything. If it was off just a little bit, life could not exist on Earth. Everything is just a fine line. Off just a hair, and boom, we don't exist. And for people to say, hey, well, God doesn't exist at all and everything like that. Okay, I got you. If you don't believe what I just told you just now about everything being perfectly in alignment and everything for life to exist and everything, and you say he doesn't exist and there's nothing there and all that stuff, and we came from the Big Bang, well, then where did the Big Bang come from? Answer me that. Where did that came from? Because I tell you, somewhere down the line, you're going back to there has to be a higher being. So anyway, let me finish this, and I'll be doing another one here in a minute. I'm not going to drink that down below because I don't know if you can see it. All those floaties. Ugh. Yeah, this should have been drank during the holiday season. But what can I say? Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and sharing. Hey, join me. I'm going to be back with another holiday Samuel Adams, a Fezziwig. I like Fezziwig. Let's see how bad it's off after being 1 month old, out of date. All right. Thanks. Take care. I'm Jammer, Spitterswall Beer Review. We'll see you on the next one, guys. make sure you drink the beer you deserve. Right now, this is what I deserve, I guess.